Alright, we're back. I think I can do one more today, so here we go. WrestleMania 13, we're about to start the Attitude Era part of 30 years of WrestleMania. We're kicking things off with a real good one, so I'll let the video tell the story.
Imagine that for over a decade, you have fought to reach the pinnacle of your profession. Then you walk away. When you return 6 months later, nothing is the same.
I've been screwed by Shawn Michaels. I've been screwed by Stone Cold Steve Austin. You scratch my back and I'll stab yours.
There is no respect.
Everybody in that dressing room knows that I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Even your fans have changed. At the heart of this change is a man that spits in the face of your every accomplishment.
Ever since you came back, you ain't done nothing but cry.
He has attacked you physically and verbally.
If you put the letter S in front of Hitman, you've had my exact opinion of Bret Hart.
This man mocks your legacy.
Bret Hart on his best day can't lace my boots. I will beat the hell out of Bret, and that's the bottom line.
Injustice after injustice has forced you to snap.
Frustrated isn't the word for it.
Now the finger is pointed at you. You're the one who's changed.
He snapped, McMahon.
They say your ego is your enemy. There is only one solution. You must make Austin beg for mercy. But what if Stone Cold Steve Austin wins? What becomes of Bret Hitman Hart then?
The storytelling for this rivalry seems like it is like can't miss. I am so looking forward to this. They do such a good job of turning Bret. And it's one of those where like it makes sense, and that's what makes it so perfect. The rivalry between Bret Hitman Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin began after Austin won the 1996 King of the Ring tournament. Hart, inactive due to injuries at the time, found himself on the receiving end of a series of vitriolic insults from the Texas Rattlesnake. Hart returned to the ring in October 1996 and responded to Austin's insults, which only elevated their rivalry. The two polarizing superstars faced each other at Survivor Series 96, where Hart defeated Austin. At the 97 Royal Rumble, Hart had eliminated Austin, but the officials didn't see it. Austin would later interfere and eliminate Hart. With their rivalry reaching a boiling point, Hart and Austin agreed to meet in a no disqualification submission match at WrestleMania 13. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. I don't know what it's going to be like to play, but the thing I like about this mode so much is it really makes me want to watch classic shows. It like really gets me in the mood for them. It's the reason I went back and started watching them in the first place, because I was like, okay, now I want to see it all. Attitude Era mode kind of did that, but Attitude Era mode felt like it highlighted how much matches can repeat and stuff, whereas this, like, this just does it.
Obscenities he hurled on live television.
I don't really know what to say. I was gonna say something, but I don't really know what to say. Is he not gonna give a fan the glasses? Is he not going to do it? Oh, here we go. Okay. I was going to say, that's classic Bret Hart. I feel like even when he's being booed and he's a heel, he'd just find the one fan that wants it and give it to them. He never had this song at this time. I don't know why they keep putting this god-awful version of his theme in. They should just stick with the original. I mean, god-awful's a bit harsh. I just don't like that version as much. That's from when he returned in like 2011. It's not from any of these time periods as far as I'm aware. Okay. Get Austin to light damage outside the ring within 2 minutes. Okay. No, don't. Brat. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Austin. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, this is getting him to light damage real quick. Hey, you don't need to do that. Stop it. Oh right, no DQ. Yeah. That's a good way to. That's a good way to be. No. Show you a goddamn elbow. Come on, get up. This is 97. Unprotected chair shots to the head are all we got. All right. There you go. Moderate. Okay. That's fine. I don't mind weakening Austin quite a bit. Sorry, ref, I didn't mean to do that. Don't disqualify me in this no DQ match, ref, please. It's me. I'm gonna give up. So WrestleMania 13 is headlined by, I guess, Undertaker and Sid for the WWF title. What is Michaels doing at WrestleMania 13? I assume he's on the show. That or he was dealing with like some injuries or something, I don't know, but... I'm just trying to think about like key people and like where they'd be. I think by this point, by 97, like Nash and Hall are out of the WWF. I think, has the curtain call already happened at this point? Oh, it must have done, because that's when they left. I think they're gone by 97 anyway. I don't know that for sure. My knowledge of this time period is not very strong, and I'm very much willing to admit that. One of these days I'll know it a lot better, because I'll have seen it for the first time ever, but I haven't yet. So I can read about it all I want, but you know, you forget it when all you've done is read it. When you've spent hours and hours watching / listening to it, you get a lot more ingrained into you. Very nice. That was a good sound effect. Oh, I always love when they do these. I don't know if this was like the first time he did it, but I always enjoy seeing a spot like that. Well, he is making that abundantly clear. Austin's legs. Uh-oh. This is his dick. There we go. I hope this is doing damage to the legs. Looking handsome as ever, JR. Love your red hanky. Very nice. Love the shoes. Love the hat. Love everything about you, Jim Ross. Boom, boom. Okay, it already gets him the orange damage for me. Well, that's very considerate of them. They probably, like, knew that no one was working the legs this whole match. So they wanted to give you that, like, fair start on it. I'm imagining the sharpshooter is the final objective, so I'm not going to do that yet. Hey! What are you doing? You got a trash can? The old Bret Hart Stone Cold Steve Austin trash can spot? That might have been a thing, I don't know. I've never seen this match. I think at one point, I just didn't have enough time to watch classic shows, so I skipped to like WrestleMania 14, but I was only watching like the Austin matches and stuff, like the pivotal things, but even those I wasn't really paying much attention to. So like I've kind of partially seen a few things after this Mania. Such a brilliant way to have Bret win the match without making Austin, with honestly making Austin look even better. Fantastic stuff. So good.
Bret Hart wins the match, but it's got to be noted that Steve Austin did not give up.
And the way they've turned Bret into just a bastard is so good. I feel like heel Bret Hart is probably just such a slept-on thing. He does play the good boy really well though, so I can kind of see why, but...
Listen to this chorus of boos directed at the Hitman.
His whole gimmick is that he's just like an angry old man that doesn't like that everything's changed. It's great. What a great character. It really works. Alright, well that was fun. That was really fun. So now we are done with the new generation. And now we go on to one of the most beloved eras of ever. As
the Monday Night Wars escalated, superstars began to jump ship to the WWE's rival, WCW.
Get ready for the ride of your life. Ooh, yeah! This is where the big boys play, huh? We ain't here to play.
With every departure, the WWE rose to the occasion to bring in fresh new superstars to entertain the WWE universe.
Are you ready? This isn't about the color of my skin. This is about respect. You can kiss my ass.
In order to combat WCW, the WWE changed its attitude. Gone were the days of vitamins, prayers, and Hulkamaniacs. These antiquated concepts were replaced by tables, ladders, chairs, and
A big fat can of whoop ass. Give me a hell yeah. Have a nice day. Know your role and shut your mouth.
as the ratings war escalated, there were seemingly no boundaries that were off limits.
We have seen the enemy. This mission will start with WCW wrestling.
The Monday Night Wars were underway, and the world would never be the same again.
Hell yes. Hell yes. This seems like such a fun time. At the end of the first ever Hell in a Cell match of Bad Blood, Undertaker looked to have the match won against Shawn Michaels. With the Phenom poised for victory, the lights went out and a masked man came to the ring, then delivered a tombstone piledriver to a shocked Undertaker. The masked man was revealed to be Kane, Undertaker's half-brother. Despite the animosity in the presence of Paul Bearer, Undertaker vowed to never battle his sibling. During the 1998 Royal Rumble, Kane came to the ring, locked Undertaker inside of a casket and set it ablaze, presumably destroying the Phenom. A week before WrestleMania 14 on Monday Night Raw, Undertaker was shown speaking to his parents' gravestones, revealing it may take the damnation of his soul to reunite the troubled family.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Paul Bearer, weighing 323 pounds, Kane.
Hell, fire and brimstone personified. Straight out of the mouth of hell comes the Undertaker's brother Kane and that evil Paul Bearer. If you remember, Kane is the guy that will show you a hammerlock using a real hammer.
Why do you have to be such a dumb bastard? Why does Glenn Jacobs have to suck so much? Why? I mean, I'll give one thing, right? Not to Glenn Jacobs. Fuck Glenn Jacobs. At least it's pretty easy to separate the character from the douchebag politician. Because, like, guy's in, like, a full fucking bodysuit and a mask. And his worst work was when he unmasked. He got so much worse from that moment onwards. So, like, his best shit, you don't even have to think about the dickhead under the mask. That's kind of positive, I suppose.
Lightning in the arena, foretelling the Undertaker's arrival. Here he comes, JR. Get ready. This ovation will be deafening. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, the Prince of Darkness. What a hellacious matchup this is going to be. Two brothers about to collide. Two 7-foot, 300-pound monsters about to go one-on-one for the very first time ever. The Undertaker swore that he would never do it. He promised his dead parents that he would never face his brother. But he's been pushed over the edge. And now, it's going to happen. Who will rest in peace by the end of this evening?
Did they put the tear on his face? I don't see it. I don't think they did. That's a really unfortunate missed detail. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, he has a little tear under one of his eyes. And the reason for that is because it's supposed to represent the pain he's going through having to fight Kane. A nice little detail that THQ, because I'm pretty sure it was still THQ that made this game, if I'm not mistaken. 2K just bought it after it was finished. Just completely said, fuck that. No, I'm not going to even bother putting that detail in. Probably because this exact version of Undertaker gets recycled for some of his other matches in this mode, if I had to guess. Wait, why do they have the old WWE logo on the turnbuckle pads, but the scratch logo in the corner? Although, oh no, actually I think they did do that for a little while, didn't they? They kind of had like a mixture of the two logos. They like slowly, because I say I've seen some of 98 and 99, not very much of it because I was really skimming through those shows. I like that they actually started off with the stare down between them. That's pretty good. They probably should have put a little cutscene in there just to show them getting into that position, but having them just start off staring at each other was pretty good too. So I have actually seen this match. It's pretty good. All I'm going to say about Kane, because I'm not going to beat a dead horse, is literally what I just said before. I must admit, it's kind of positive that most of his notoriously, like, enjoyable shit is when he looked like this, and you really didn't have to think about Glenn Jacobs. I think a lot of people say that, like, when he got unmasked, he just, you know, lost something. And a lot of his less interesting shit happened. I mean, he had a pretty decent world title reign in, like, 2009. But maybe that was 2010, I don't remember. I think it was 2009. But, like, most of his most enjoyable work is from around this time period where he looked like that. I think that's why people wanted the mask back so much, because he fucking sucked afterwards. And then when he gets it back, he's so past his prime. You know, the whole Rise Above Hate storyline, and I mean, Team Hell No was pretty fun. Say it's honestly, it's just a shame that Glenn Jacobs sucks, because Kane was one of the coolest characters. But I could definitely one day, I feel, maybe use Kane again in like my universe, for example. Just never unmask him. Just keep him far away from the identity of the guy who played Kane. For anyone that doesn't know what I'm even talking about, you know, if you're watching this in the future, etc., I just don't agree with his political views, which I know with some people you can just separate the art from the artist there, but saying that the overturning of Roe versus Wade was one of the best days for America, or whatever the fuck it was he said, just some of the dumbest shit. Just don't say that. It's a horrible thing. But then he's a politician. That should have been your first clue, that he wasn't going to be a great guy. Yeah, I mean, maybe one day I can use Kane again and just keep that boy covered up. I mean, yeah, it could be anyone. It doesn't even have to be him, you know. It could be Luke Gallows. What a great Kane he is. Isn't he kind of a shitty guy too? I don't honestly know. I know Carl Anderson, at one point people really didn't like him.
Each man with incredible power and resilience. I've never seen anybody able to match the Undertaker's power like this.
3 tombstones.
Anyone like Kane, King. Paul Bear, who was close
I must admit, Kane's debut is genuinely one of the coolest moments I think I've ever seen.
to blame for all this.
It really was, like, super fucking cool having this guy you'd never seen before come down to the ring and rip the cell door off and just destroy Undertaker.
And did you hear the impact on that kick? What an impact from that kick.
No, fuck, no, no. Okay, well, that's okay, you reversed it anyway. I mean, it's not okay, I'm not happy about it, but at least it wasn't gonna work anyway. Yeah, this one's gonna take a while. 3 tombstones is gonna take quite some time to build up. This will have to be the last match that I do today. Ugh. I like held it for a while before doing it. What a bastard. I fucking hate the kickouts in this game, man. I really don't. I'm so glad. I think it's not until 16 where they change it to that one where you have to just like press the button at the right time rather than like fill up a meter. I loved when they made that change, honestly, because I fucking hated the whole hold and release system. It's better than the button mash system. I would never go back to the button mash system. Because the button mash system, much alike the bar system... Well, okay, here's the thing, right? The button mash system, once you are, like, super damaged, that's it, you're fucked, you're gonna lose. Period. You can mash those buttons as fast as you want, but unless you've got like a turbo controller, you're just not going to kick out past a certain point. It's literally impossible. There wasn't even like a way visually of showing, you know, if you were close to kicking out or not. Because I'm talking about like the older games, not the... I think they had like a few games like SVR 11, you could have the button mash. Like you could change it back if you wanted to, and it would show the meter filling, but it'd fill like really slowly. But like, that was kind of, I didn't really like that very much, the button mash system. But like, it was, I don't really know what I'm trying to say here. The button mash system was the worst, is what I'm trying to say. And then like the release system that they introduced in like 11, or maybe it was 10, I think it was 11. And they had it up until, I think 15 still has it. It's like, I don't like it because like in games like this occasionally, because I think in 13 and 12 it was actually okay, but in this game, it's like really slow to fill up. So you only get like 1 or 2 shots at kicking out, which is just a little unfair, honestly. I know obviously in the other system that I'm about to talk about you only get like 3 shots, but like the way it works I actually quite like. Just to kind of like explain like my understanding of each system and why I prefer them. Sorry, I forgot to mute. But like, yeah, you can press like the resiliency button, I guess, when you know, but I really feel like you should be saving that for when like the bar's thinner. Obviously, as it goes on and the bar gets thinner, I think it does fill up a lot quicker too, to kind of add the suspense and the challenge of it. But you can still just about pull it off sometimes, whereas like the button mash system, you'd just be fucked. And then I really like the system that they introduced in, I think, 16. I don't know if they've changed it now, I can't remember. But in 16, I really like the system where, you know, there's that circle and you like, you press the button at the right time and like, it gets kind of like thinner and harder. Or I think, no, the 1 counts are quite difficult, but then like 2's like easier, and then like 3 is like pretty tough too. And you get like a attempt to kick out of each count, if I'm not mistaken. And I just prefer, what am I doing? I just prefer that system. I think that one really worked. I think they changed it in 22, if not 20. I don't honestly remember 20 at this point. But I think that was a really good kick-out system. And it took them long enough, but I'm glad they got it. I'm glad that they got a better one. Why? Why is he always calling for choke slams? Was he really dishing them out that often? I'll just taunt, it's fine. That should fill up a lot of momentum. The slower ones generally do. But then I know sometimes I have unpopular opinions because I, again, really liked when they changed the submission systems, which I think they did in 15. That might have been 16 as well, actually, I can't remember. To where like you have to like spin the circle thing. It's like, it's hard to get used to. Once you get used to it, it's not too bad, and it's so much better than, again, button mashing. Button mashing just, it's such a like lackluster way to handle things, I personally think. Kind of gets that panic going of like, shit, am I gonna lose here? If I'm not mistaken, he did the 3 tombstones like pretty much back to back in this match. I could be wrong about that. I don't remember WrestleMania 14 super well. I've seen glimpses of it once, like 5 years ago.
He's got him. Oh, he's in trouble now.
Oh, here comes a choke slam. Psych.
Here is your winner, The Undertaker.
Undertaker has won this match, but both men are fatigued. Both men leaving it all in the ring. What a matchup. I'm not sure I've ever seen The Undertaker taken to his limits like we saw tonight. I totally agree, King. The Undertaker has never, ever been physically dominated as we have seen here tonight. Something tells me that this isn't over. This isn't the last time we'll see these
And then it was. Nah, just kidding. They did this match like 17 times that year. And Undertaker won pretty much every single one. No, really, if you've never played the Attitude Era mode in WWE 13, you play this match so many times, and it really is just Undertaker beating Kane over and over and over again. They didn't put Austin and Michaels in? Oh, probably because they didn't want to get the rights to Mike Tyson. He kind of played a really big role in that match, for anyone that didn't already know that. So I can kind of understand why they didn't put that match in, actually. Plus, I feel like they probably... Did they skim over the Attitude Era in this? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's only 4 matches. Now, I imagine that probably pissed people off, but like... They did already do an entire mode dedicated to it in the previous game. It's just they didn't want to leave it out. So I actually really respect and understand why they only made up 4 matches. It's literally one of the biggest errors ever, but I totally understand why they skimmed over it so much. I mean, to be fair, they didn't even skim over it that much. They skimmed over these 2 because Attitude Era mode covers from WrestleMania 14 to 15 is the end of Attitude Era mode. It doesn't go beyond 15, even though the Attitude Era is considered to have gone until like 2001, I think a lot of people say. So actually, this makes a lot of sense. The way they've done this, they've just skimmed over these 2 years. They've put a match in from each. And I think something from 13 was in Attitude Era mode as well. Maybe even this match, I can't remember. But it doesn't matter. I like what they've done. I think it makes a lot of sense. So anyway, I will close out the video here. I'm sorry if this one was a little bit shorter. I actually lost track of how long I've been recording for. When we come out next time, we will do the WrestleMania 15 match between Austin and The Rock, which is a really fun one from what I remember. And then we will move on to WrestleMania 2000, where I'll probably take like an entire episode to win the match. So yeah, see you guys then. Bye-bye.